Where did I go? Marhaban, Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. We are here today with Dr. Imad Saedeldine for our community check-in. We apologize for being a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties. We hope you and your families are all doing well and are staying healthy and staying home and staying safe. As always, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at the Palestinian American Community Center. We are here to help you in any way that we can. So without further ado, I want to introduce our guest of honor for today, which is Dr. Saedeldine. Dr. Saedeldine is board certified in internal medicine. He was born and raised in Beirut, Lebanon, and he currently is currently treating his patients for all diseases and especially COVID. He currently works. He's the chief medical resident. He's the chief medical resident at the hospital. He attends at the hospital. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Dr. Saedeldine.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me clear?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I was chief medical resident at Seton Hall. That was like 17 years ago. But it's fine.
I apologize.
It's okay. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, congratulations, Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala atba'i ajma'in. I'm just going to talk general because everybody now is busy with the COVID situation. I'm just going to give general update and information. Cases why we have so far in the United States about 1 million, close to 1,070,000 cases. 1 month ago, we were about 400,000. So that shows you the numbers are more than double in 1 month. The numbers are going down because everybody was at least 70–80% were doing social distancing, and the numbers are doing better. But still, over the last 24 hours in New York alone, about 290 people died. And in New Jersey, more. In New Jersey, it's close to 200-something people died. We have in New Jersey overnight 2,650 new cases. And in New York, we have almost close to that, plus 1,000 people in New York admitted to the hospital overnight. So the numbers of people dying are less, but still the new cases and the numbers of admissions is still high. That's why in the Northeast, we still don't have in the near future any openings like they're doing in the Midwest or in the West, at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks minimum. Everybody now is asking about treatments. We still, up to now, do not have any unified protocol treatment for the COVID-19. All the treatments that are on the market, usually done on an individual basis. Everybody has his own protocol, but we don't have a protocol from the NIH or from the government to treat the COVID-19. There is a lot of medications. Some of them are not conventional treatment. Some of them are controversial, but it's up to the doctor discretion on every single case, different. There is big noise about the new drug, which is actually not new, but the new indication for remdesivir, which is antiviral drug, used to be used before in SARS and any other viral conditions. It shows only shortening of the disease period that for the people are in the hospital. This is not for outpatient treatment, only for serious cases that are in the hospital, shortens the duration from 2 weeks to about 11 days. It's the same way we use sometimes Tamiflu to treat the flu. The Tamiflu does not stop the flu, just make it shorter. So instead of having the flu for a week to 10 days, you have the flu for 3 to 5 days. It's not actual treatment, but so far, no unified treatment. The other thing I want to talk about is a lot of controversy about how long the disease stays with the people. When can these people go back to work? Do these people, all of them, develop immunity? There is a lot of controversy, and we don't have up to now from the state government, from the CDC or NIH, any clear guidelines for any COVID cases. Some cases they pass, like I said before in interviews, some cases pass without any symptoms, stay a week, and then it goes away. Some people last for up to 1 month, symptomatic. It's not only quarantine, just having symptoms. The other issue is the immunity. Now, a lot of people developing immunity, but the immunity in some people stays couple months. They don't know how long this immunity stays. And the immunity is level. Let's say your immunity level should be at least 10. Some people develop immunity, let's say level 15, and some people develop immunity, let's say 90. That's why you have immunity that does not protect you 100% from reinfection, at least for a long time. So we don't have up to now 100% proof that this immunity will last for a long time or is a protection against re-immunity. And there has been few cases in Europe and in South Korea that people had the virus, recovered, and then has the virus again. Plus, some people who are recovering, they still, some evidence that they still could be shedding the virus even after 3-4 weeks of active infection. The only thing that's still good is to strengthen your immunity. Make sure your immunity is strong. A lot of doctors, Jazahumullah khair, they're talking about strengthening your immunity and social distancing. Everybody agreeing on those stuff, including all the advices that we say, the vitamins, the vitamin D, the calcium, the magnesium, the zinc, the vitamin C. If you have sun, you can stay out in the sun for half an hour a day. Those stuff everybody agrees on. Everything else beside those, strengthening your immunity and social distancing and wearing a mask and gloves, was still very controversial. Everybody comes up with the new ideas, with the new advices, but still up to now, we don't have 100% of anything. Now, the new thing is I don't know what to call it, is a crazy idea of they coming out with a vaccine, they say by the end of the year. Now, on a regular basis, on a regular situations, the vaccines takes between 2 to 5 years to develop. Now, yesterday, the CDC said, and the FDA said, they are coming up with a vaccine that they're going to start testing the vaccine and maybe mass production with billions of dollars at the same time. Now, there is big question marks. There is people that I asked, they have weird ideas that the vaccine, they have it before. They're just coming up with a vaccine now to put it in the market because it does not make sense to test the vaccine and produce mass production with billions of dollars. What if this vaccine doesn't work? Those billions of dollars going to go to waste, or what's going to happen to the people who are going to get the vaccine and they had side effects, or the vaccine doesn't work? Are they going to get sick again? There is a lot of questions. So that's why please do not just listen to the news, just take it for granted that the government coming up with a vaccine, we all going to be okay. That's not the case. Now, the second thing about the numbers in our areas are dropping down, but the virus is still here. It's not disappearing. And the virus could stay here until either second spike immediately in the next month or two, or it's going to come back in the next fall. Now, ideally, to open in any viral situation, in any infection situation, ideally to open, you have to have at least 7 days or up to 15 days of zero new cases, which is not the situation in any state in the United States. All 50 states still have new cases. Some of them has 10 to 15 cases when they have death every single day. We have in the hundreds, but you have to have ideally 7, depend on the incubation period of that situation. But this pandemic, you need to have 7 to 15 days of zero new cases, and then very, very low number of new admissions or new cases coming up to the hospital. This is the way people open. This is the way they killed the smallpox. This is the way they dealt with SARS. But with this situation, because of the economic situation and the depression that we're going through, man-made depression, there is a lot of pressure from economists, from business people, on the government, on the Congress, on the Senate to open the economy. Now, this is where the risk is. All the healthcare workers, all the scientists, even the CDC advising not to open, or at least open with guidelines. None of these 50 states in this country met those guidelines, but they still reopen. That's why we all pray for God. This is not going to flip, and then we're going to start to have second spike. Because the whole thing started in Washington, in Seattle, Washington, with one case, and within 3 months, we have 1,070,000 cases, and we have hundreds of thousands of people dead. Imagine if we open now and we do the wrong thing. We have already at least 300 to 400,000 now active cases. If we let all these distancing and mitigations loose, this is going to grow to be millions and millions and millions. I mean, this is the picture is not clear. At least they work together, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. At least they're working together in the Northeast to open together and to close together. This is the latest, basically, information that we have so far. I don't know if anybody has any specific questions we can answer, but these are the numbers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saedeldine. Clearly, it's still a very grave situation, and I'd like to shout out Dr. Saedeldine. He actually just came from the hospital, so I'm sure he's having very long days and dealing with a lot of, different patients and the reality of the situation more than any of us can even imagine. The common question that we get is, do you think that, for example, do you think schools will be back in session by the end of this school year?
Not in the Northeast, no. No, because today Governor Cuomo just told everybody, at least in New York, there is no schools going to be in session this year. I think New Jersey is going to go, and they did not declare it, but I think New Jersey is going to declare the same thing. No schools, at least for the end of this year. We hope, and everybody hopes, we don't have second spike, so we don't lose another half a year staying home in the next school year. Because if this is not controlled before September, we're going to have a problem.
So when do you anticipate this second spike to happen?
Well, the way they're doing it right now, all these states, you see, the problem with every state, they think they're alone. But the states, the 50 states in this country, they do not have closed borders. Let's say if Florida open now, and they don't have social distancing, and the spike is going to start rise. Florida is not only has Floridians that live in Florida. All New Yorkers might leave, go to Florida, and come back, either take the disease down there or bring the disease from over there. So that's why the situation is not clear, and everybody's holding his hand on his heart to please God, don't let us go back, because New York and New Jersey, same way. We have almost 20% of New Jersey workers cross George Washington Bridge and Lincoln Tunnel and all of that to go to New York. So that's why, let's say if New Jersey opens and New York doesn't open, that doesn't help us anyway. Either the best way to do it, either all 50 states open either on a scheduled basis, all open together or all close together, because there is no borders. You're not going to put army on George Washington Bridge and ask everybody, are you from New Jersey, go back or not go back? People crossing, even today. People crossing. I just came from the hospital. I have 2 new admissions, COVID patients in the hospital. I mean, people still getting admitted every single day to the hospital. And we're still inside the problem. We're still not past the problem.
So we received a question from Tawfiq Ismail, where he's asking, I find shopping very stressful because I have to wipe down every item. Am I overreacting? How would you advise for people that are going shopping?
Well, I mean, this is the hectic situation, but I mean, overcautiousness in this situation, I think it helps. It's stressful, but this is the way we do it. At least this is the way I do it in my house. We bring the shopping, we put it right by the door, right behind the door when you enter. We take everything out. You throw out all the shopping bags. You do not keep any plastic. And you have to wipe out everything. You have to wipe all the cans. You have to clean all the veggies. Do not store any unwashed veggies in the fridge. Very, very important. Do not store anything unwashed in the fridge. The virus will be very, very happy. The virus lives in a cool, let's say in the fridge area, on the surfaces for up to 3 weeks. Can die in the sun within 2-3 minutes. And if you clean it, dies immediately. But if you do not wipe anything and wash everything before you fridge it, or at least store it, it's going to stay in the fridge for 2-3 weeks. And 2 weeks down the line, you forgot you did not wash it. You might eat from it. So it's better, be a little bit, overwork it and be stressful is better than just to store it without cleaning.
That's to know. What about for the people who say this may be ending in the summer months, or that, in the next month or so? So even if, let's say, some businesses begin to open, or what would some recommendations be that you have for people?
You see, this is the thing. In the summer, virus does not last. At least this is what the evidence say. The virus dies in the heat. But we have this kind of weather in the United States. So we have 1 day summer, the second day is winter. Or 1 day sun, 2-3 days of rain. We do not have straight summer days in the winter, at least in our area. That's number one. Number two, a lot of sick people do not go out. Some people homebound, some people bedbound, some people still in the hospitals. Some people cannot go out. They are sick, they are handicapped. Not every single person. It will be ideal if you take all the sick people in New Jersey, put them in the sun for 2 days straight if we have sun, and then the virus will die. But this is everything we're talking about theoretically. Okay, a lot of sick people can go out, they maybe can get better stuff. You can wash it like the old way we used to wash clothes overseas. Just wash it and put it on the string outside in the sun. But everything's done, at home. The dryer, when you wash your clothes, can help with the heat, maybe kill the virus. But people still going to be sick and going to be home. People in the nursing homes do not go outside. A lot of them, more than half of people in the nursing homes, do not walk. They are either bedbound. That's why there is a reason most of them in the nursing home. Very few people are really mobile, can go out in the sun. But the rate will decrease. The rate definitely will be decreased, but will not go away if we do not kill it right now.
Okay, and so just to build on that, what would you tell people would you recommend anyone that does have the virus to go out, or should they stay home?
I mean, now the cases are going down. If the people do not have the virus and they want to go out, they can go out. But do not forget, we're still not out of the woods. We still have to keep our social distancing. We still have to wear masks for your own protection or for protection to other people, just in case you are a carrier. We have almost 30% of people sick in this country. From the 1,070,000, 30% of them got sick from people are asymptomatic, either family member or friends that they thought they did not have the virus. They visited each other or shake hand. This is the way the infection got spread. So even if you go out until now, until further notice or guidelines or news, happy news from the government, everybody should still wear a mask, wear gloves, try not to touch common services. If you go in a building, I just noticed in the hospital, and I called the janitorial service. I told them, they have to wipe those staircases, at least the handrails. Every single person going down the stairs, I saw them holding their hands on the handrails. This handrail, or like common places or doorknobs or elevator, buttons, those are touched by hundreds of people every single day. Even if 99% of those people were clean, all it takes one person infected or not clean or not wearing a mask to start the whole circle all over again.
Absolutely. So I think just to, echo this point is that we're still very much pushing the stay-at-home policy and go out only through necessity. So with that, Dr. Saedeldine, would you be able to give us a summary in Arabic to our Arabic viewers, just so that they can get the main points?
Okay, sure. اخوانا واخواتي، نحن كنا عم نحكي بالانجليزي عن الفيروس والمشكله اللي نحن فيها. الحالات بشكل عام اقل، وضعنا افضل، ما في اختناق، ما في شكل ان كل المستشفيات معبيه. لا، المستشفيات عم تتحسن في بعض الطوابق. عندنا حتى في سان جوزيف، انا جاي من المستشفى تقريبا في عندنا فل طابق تقريبا امتي، فيش في حالات كوفيد، فيه حالات عاديه. بعض انواع بعض المستشفيات بلشت تسمح ببعض انواع الجراحه الخفيفه اللي كان ممنوعه اول، بس ستيل المستشفى لسه ستيل 70 80% من في المستشفيات ستيل حالات للفيروس موجوده. لذلك لحد الان ما في علاج، ما في اي علاج لحد الان للفيروس. في نظريات عن بعض الادويه اللي تستعمل، بكل طبيب حسب خبرته وحسب قناعته ممكن يستعملها، بس ما في بروتوكول معين من اي جهه رسميه يمشي عليها الطبيب 1 2 3 4 هذا العلاج. كل ولايه، كل مستشفى، كل باحث في الامراض عم بيعالج تقريبا بطريقته. وتقريبا نحن بسموها educated guess، ان شاء الله يكون في مصلحه المريض. لكن في كتير ناس عم بيعالجوا بطرق مختلفه عن الناس الثانيه. ما في علاج لحد الان، ان شاء الله يكون في علاج قريب. افضل شيء نحن عندنا 100% او الكل متفق عليه، انه الواحد يقوي المناعه تبعيته، يبعد عن الناس مسافه 6 أقدام، يلبس الكمامه، يلبس الكفوف، لحد ان شاء الله تخف الحالات الموجوده حوالينا. على الاقل في شمال شرق امريكا لسه الحالات قويه كثير. ضغط اقتصادي على السياسيين مشان يفتحوا البلد، ولسه نحن مش مهيئين لنفتح البلد. زي ما كنا عم نحكي نحن قبل شوي، عم نقول انه بشكل مثالي فتح البلد بده يكون على الاقل لمده اسبوع ما فيش نيو كيسز. لحد الان الكيسز موجوده وبكثره، حوالي 2600 كيس جديده في نيوجيرسي امبارح، حوالي اكثر 4-5000 في نيويورك. حالات ادميشن فقط في نيويورك سيتي حوالي 1000 ادميشن. مبسوطين انه الحالات عم بتقل، لكن مع ذلك 289 واحد مات في آخر 24 ساعة لحد اليوم الساعة 10 الصبح. يعني هاي 289 عائلة فقدت المحب، فقدت الحبيب أو الأب أو الأخ أو الأخت. هدول أرقام في وراهم ناس وفي وراهم عائلات. لا يقل عن ذلك في نيوجيرسي. نيوجيرسي حاليا فيها فوق ال 23 ألف يعني 123 ألف كيس، حوالي 7000 وفاة. نيويورك فيها حوالي 24 ألف حالة وفاة. أرقام مخيفة. الأرقام في أمريكا بشكل عام حوالي 1,070,000 حالة كورونا فيروس. هدول الناس اللي عملوا فحص. يقدر انه في اكثر حوالي شيء 5-6 اضعاف من هاي الحالات موجوده في البيوت او طابت ومرضت وما حداش معه خبر. لذلك هو الادفايز زي ما حكينا نحن لحد الان فقط تقويه المناعه. فيتامين دي مهم جدا للمناعه. فيتامين سي. كالسيوم. الحبة السوداء ممتازة. اما حب السوداء بالزيت، ممكن زيت الحب السوداء معلقة صغيرة الصبح، معلقة المساء، ممكن لحالها أو مع عسل إذا الواحد ما بحب طعمتها. زنك، مغنيسيوم، هدول الشغلات الأساسية، بالإضافة للنظافة والتباعد، خاصة إذا واحد طلع برا. ولحد الآن يعني حتى لو في شفت ناس بتفتح، أنا رأيي إنه لسه الواحد يلبس كمامة ويستمر بالنظافة. حتى سؤال الأخ قبل شوي إنه حتى الأغراض اللي بتجيبها من السوبر ماركت لازم تنظيفها أو تعقيمها. اترك الشوز تبعتك على الباب برا، حاول تغسلها على الأقل من تحت. هاي الشغلات مهمة جدا. الفيروس لسه ما فيش له شيء يقتله. ما تسمعوا الادفايسز اللي كل يوم واحد بيطلع بيحكي ادفايس، ثاني يوم بيطلع واحد ثاني بيحكي ادفايس مضاد له. حتى الرئيس تبعنا انجن وبقول خذوا انجكشنز لايسول وشغلات زي هاي. شيء بتضحك يعني، مؤلمة لحد الضحك يعني. ما في لحد شيء حد معين. حتى الفاكسين اللي بدها تطلع في عليها كويستشن مارك، عليها أسئلة كتير. أنا شخصيا لو قالوا لي خذ الفاكسين حاليا ما باخذها، لأنه طالعة بسرعة قصوى جدا. عليها 100,000 سؤال كيف تطلع الفاكسين خلال 5-6 أشهر، اللي بدها 5 سنين أو 3 سنين تصنيع ودراسة، وبدها راندوم ترايل، دراسة بعدات ناس بالآلاف لتثبت نجاحتها وسلامتها قبل ما تبلش تعرضها في السوق. بشكل عام هذا نحن الوضع الموجود عليه. رمضان مبارك للجميع. صوموا وتصحوا. الصيام مفيد جدا، أفضل من كل الأدوية للإميونيتي. جسمك في الصيام تقريبا بتجدد خلال 3 أيام لأسبوع، كل خلايا جسمك بتتجدد. وهاي دراسات موجودة في أوروبا ودراسات موجودة في أمريكا. وحكيت أنا في فيديو قبل هيك إنه الصائم بعد 6 ساعات ل8 ساعات من صيامه ببلش الخلايا القديمة تموت، تطلع خلايا جديدة، خلايا شاب جديدة بتقدر تقاوم المرض أكثر بكتير. لذلك الصيام مهم. وبعد الصيام حاول ما تزيد في الأكل. ممكن الهايدريشن مهم جدا. نحن في رمضان بناكل، كل الناس حتى اللي ما بتاكل حلو بتاكل حلويات وقطايف. حاول تبتعد عن الحلويات قدر الإمكان. أو ممكن تجيب شوجر فري سيرب، هذا بدون سكر، وتحطه مع القطايف. إذا بدك تاكل قطايف حاول تجيبه هذا بدون سكر، أو شوكولاتة بدون سكر. إذا لابد واحد بده ياكل أي شكلات حلوة، حاولوا تبعدوا عن الطحين الأبيض وعن السكر الأبيضين. هاي الشغلات الرئيسية يعني. إذا في حد عنده أي سؤال في العربي أو في الإنجليزي.
Yes, Jazakallah khairan, يعطيك ألف عافية دكتور. I think you summarized that very, very well, and we touched all the main points in Arabic and English. If anyone has any questions, this would be the time to type them into the comment box. Other than that, we will be ending. I'm waiting to see if there's any more questions. I want to remind you all that this is part of our community check-in, which we do every Friday at 5 p.m. We thank Dr. Saedeldine for his time and thank him for his service and thank him for all that he's doing for our community. Like a week, inshallah, we will get past this together as one community, and we will get stronger and be better out of this. So thank you very much, Dr. Saedeldine, and I wish everybody to be safe, be healthy, stay home, be careful, and we will see you all next Friday. Thank you, Doctor.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. I really want to commend you guys for all the job that you're doing. It's amazing. Small Palestinian center. There was a lot of question marks when you guys started, but it's amazing how a small center can do so much. It's not
Thank
only
you.
for our community, for almost the whole Passaic County. I see the guys going to Morris County, going even to Bergen County. It's really, as I sent one time a comment, I'm proud. It's almost my tears go down when I watch those small videos going to firehouses, going to police departments, feeding the hungry. It's unbelievable. It's really, really commendable.
And thank you. And it's through your support, like doctors like yourself, and we want everybody to make sure that Dr. Saedeldine said, this is your community center. So if there's anything that you do need, please definitely let us know. And with that, I will end the live. Thank you all very much. Ya'atikum al-afiyah. Have a great night. See you next week.
Thank you.